Hello and welcome to this week's tutorial. In this week's tutorial, we'll be creating a simple blog code. As you can see right here, this is the finished project. This is the code that we'll be creating this week's tutorial. On the left side, we have the image, the blog image. On the right side, we have the date, the author, the number of comments, the number of likes, and had a post title. And a little bit of accept right here in the button. That's a read more and a share icon right here. So this is going to be very responsive. So if I right click and choose inspect, as you can see, so resizing it. As you can see, when it comes right here, untap the image on the top, and these contents are at the bottom. Go back to smaller devices, and when I go on larger screen, that's by side. So we'll be using HTML CSS to do this. We also use a CSS flexbox to lay out the content. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome back. My name is Marius. On this channel, I create web design and development tutorial. Every Wednesday, I release new video tutorial. So if that's something that you are interested in, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified every time I release new video. Like I showed you in earlier, in this video we'll be creating a blog, a simple blog code. Right, this one right here, these are finished projects right here. So I have my text editor open. I'll be using Visual Studio Code from Microsoft. It's free to download. And I have my project open right here. I had the index, the HTML right here. I had my image folder and had the image inside of it. My CSS folder with a CSS style inside of it with these few declaration right here. And I'm linking to the remix icon. So I'm gonna be using it, this icon right here, for the remix. So without further ado, let's get started. So first I will create a container. We type container, a div web class container. Inside of it, I will create another div web class called code. And inside of the code is where we're gonna put everything. So first we have a code image, which will hold the image on the left. Inside of that we put our image. So image is image tag. We go to the image folder, images folder. Inside of that we're gonna find the blog.image. After that, create another div called code dash contents, and this will hold all the content inside of the code. So for few line. So first I had a blog details. The blog details will hold this right here. So inside here, I will create a div that will wrap around the icon and a text right here. A div that will hold both of these. So I will have a div with a class called icon dash text. Inside I will create a span element with a class called icon. I will duplicate this, go shift alt down arrow key, and the second one I will give it a class called text. And for the icon, I will use the I element with a class called ri dash calendar dash line, and that will give me the icon, calendar icon. And for the text, I will put 09/05/2020. I save this. As you can see, we have it right here. And by the way, I'm using a live server extension on Visual Studio Code. You can find that in the extension here called live server right here. This one, live server. I haven't installed, that gave me this preview right here. So when I save, automatically show it to me right here. So we had our first one. So I just copy this, Control C, Control V, and then create the other one. The next one is gonna be the author. So the set of calendar, we can put user right here, and I'm just gonna put author for the text, author right there, and then Control V again, and then the third one gonna be message. And text will be 22, and the last one will be hot. And then this will be 122. Let me close this right here. When I save this, we get it right here. We got our calendar, the author, the message, and the hot, the amount of likes. So that's the blog details. I'm gonna collapse this, and after that we have a h2 for the class called blog title, and we say post title will be here. After this, I have paragraph tag with class called accepts. I say Lauren 35. After this, I will have my button and the share icon. So I will create blog and a div with a class called blog CTA. I go down here, I create an anchor element with a class called button. I will leave the href empty. Inside here will be read more, and I'll create a button element with a class called share button, and then we take the icon, so ri dash share dash line, press enter. Sorry, I first, the I element. So you should have something like this. I save this. We had this right here. So that's it for the HTML. That's the HTML right here. Now let's move to the CSS. Start styling this. It's gonna be mobile first, so we're gonna start for the mobile first, and then we're gonna go to the bigger screen. So I'm gonna open my CSS folder, which I link on the bottom right here. I had a root element, and the root with a custom property. I had these two colors, universal selector with a zero out everything. The HTML with I set the font size to be 10 pixel because I want to use RAM units, and so 1 RAM will be 10 pixel, 2 RAM will be 20 pixel because our RAM is relative to the root element, which is the HTML. For the font family, I'm gonna be using the font family called Cairo, Cairo. Cairo. I already have it installed on my computer. That's why I'm not importing it from the Google font sites. So when I save this, see it changes a little bit. And I set my container to be width to be 80%, or the device width, and the margin tapping button to be 2 RAM, so it's not stuck to that right here, and auto, so make sure in the center. And then we start styling the code right here. So once select the code, main class, and set display to be flex. And since these are mobile, no, sorry, now the display, we set the background color to be white, so 3 F's. I set back shadow for the X to be 0, the Y 0, and the spread I set to 2.5 RAM, and for the color I say RGBA. For the green, for the red 0, green 0, blue 0, and the alpha 0.28, 0.28. I save this. See, this is the back shadow right here, as you can see. This one. So with that out of the way, we go to down here and let's start the image, code image. So I say code dash image. I says height to be 35 RAM, so 350 pixel. I said the overflow to be hidden. Nothing really changes right here, but let's start the image inside right here and you will see the change. So I'm just copy this, copy it, come down here, paste it, and say code image, and I will show the image element inside of it. I will set width to be 100%, its height also to be 100%. Save this. As you can see, it doesn't space loading because I set to be like bigger than its original width and height, so it will distort it. So to fix that, I will apply a particle object fit. I said is value to be cover. You see, now it looks nice. It clip out the area label, so it can look very nice. I will say display to be block. So that's the image. Now let's talk about the content right here. So I go down, say code dash content. I says padding all around to be 2 RAM. So all around 2 RAM. As you can see, that's some space. Now let's focus on the details right here. So block details. I set display to be flex. I say align item to be center. Now you can see we're now start next to each other. Now we're gonna take care of the icon text. So also the icon text, icon text. I'll say also display to be flex and align item to be center. Now you can see this and this are the same thing, so instead of repeating right here again, you can just put a comma right here, add these two together. So icon context, so it does the same thing, but I want to add some space between each one of these. So I'll choose the icon text again and say margin right to be 1 RAM, so it has some space between. Now I want to change the color of each one of these icons, so we can just do something like icon text dash icon. This icon class hold this icon right here, so that's what we want to change. Say color is the variable and use the primary. As you can see, it changes color. Now let me add some space between here. So I say margin that right 0.4 rem. So it pushes a little bit slightly. So now let's take care of the bottom right here. Dot like this link and this one. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section below. If you have not done so, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. So we go back to the blog CTA. I will say margin tab to be 2 rem. Say display to be flex. First, this is what we get. And I will set it's justify content to be space between and a line item to be center. Save it and make sure each on the other side, one on this side, the other one the other side right here. Sorry about the noise, the music behind. So now we start styling the button, this button right here. So we say choose the class button. I set a padding, top and bottom to 1.6 rem and left and right to be 4 rem. Save it. You see nothing here. So let's say display inline block. Add the background color to be the primary. Is the var primary. Now you can see this is our button right here. Add some rounded corner. If you look here, you can see it's a little bit rounded right here. So let's add that. So I say border radius 0.6 rem. I says color to be the variable of white. I say text decoration to be none. These are text decoration, the underline. We're gonna remove that. I say text decoration to be none. Save it. Now this is what we get. That's the button. Now let's take care of this one right here. So remember it had a class called share button. So let's do that. Share that button. So with that, we set its width to be 5 rem, height 5 rem. I set border be 0.1 rem, solid var is the primary. I use the border radius to be 50%. Save. This is what we get. When you set the width and the height to be the same non-value, if you set the border radius to be 50%, you make a complete circle right here, as you can see right here. I set background color to be transparent because right now it's dark gray. Save this. Now the background color is gone. Set the cursor to be pointer so it looks like it's clickable, as you can see right here. I set the color to be var, the primary also, so the icon change color. So I will set it also the outline. For example, if we click it, you can see the black square border right here. That's the outline. So we can remove that. So outline to be none. So when we click it, it answers. So we can just add a focus to this and say share button focus. So when you click on it, or when you use your tab key and select this button, we will change background color. So I say background color to be the primary, and color to be the off-white. So when we save this, what should happen? You can see. So let's add some transition to this. So I say transition or 0.3 second ease and out. So it looks nice and smooth. So that's the button, and that's it for the styling. So again, this is mobile first. So let's see how it looks on larger devices. So I right click this, choose inspect right here. I will choose this icon right here. Now let's put this one on the bottom. I push this down. Actually, let me put this one back here again. So this is from smaller devices. We saw expanding it a lot nice right here. We try to find where we can start making changes so it can go by side like this. When like way too huge. So let's see. I believe somewhere like around 900 might be a good idea to start making them go side by side. So from 0 to 899, that's good, but from 900 and up, we should make them go, make this one go side by side. So let's do that. So back to the code right here. We set a media query. So first, let me get out of sorry, let's continue. So I say at media screen and main width, that's the minimum width. Since we are mobile first, main width 900 pixel, that's the minimum width we need to be. After soon we reach this number right here, this code right here we execute. So first thing we want to do, we want to set display flex, oh, not display flex. We want to select the code, we set display flex. That's what will happen. Save this. As you can see, now display flex ends by side. Now we need to work on the image a little bit. So let's do that. I will set height to 35 rem. Set the overflow heading. Again, sorry about the loud music in the background if you can hear it. So now let's target the image right here. So call that image I says height to be auto. I says flex to be 1. Now nothing shows here. Because the code content is taking the whole space. So I'll go down here and say code dash content. It says flex to be 2. And you can see the image is back. When we set a flex 1, this is 2, so it will be twice this size. So the code content is twice the size of the code image. So that's that. Now I will set it also to display to be flex, but when I save it, you can see everything is stacked like next to each other, but that's not why I want to do that. So I will set the flex direction to be column, because I want them to stack next to each other, because as soon we go up like this, you can see there's so much space right here, but I want them to be in the middle. So the amount of space on the top is the same as the amount of space on the bottom. So because of that, that's why I set this one to be display flex and flex direction to be column. So it go from the top to bottom and from left to right. And I will use a justify content to be center. Now justify content by default we work from left to right, but when you set the flex direction to be column, justify content work from top to bottom. So we center the element on the vertical axis, so from top to the bottom. So let's save that. Now you can see now the equal amount of space on top, equal amount of space on the bottom. And that's it. So let's take a look again. When we go down screen, nice, like top to bottom, smaller devices right here I can see. But when we go to larger devices, I can see left to right. It's all look nice. Let me get out of this right here. I can see that's our code, nice and simple. So this is the CSS right here and the final project right here. I hope you really like it, and if you have any question, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. And also, if you haven't done that already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. Also, like this video. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week's video. Until then, have a nice one. Bye.